is for alcohol, obviously. This blessed libation. Also called booze, liquor, hooch, sauce, and liquid courage. Technically, the alcohol that we drink, as opposed to the alcohol that we sterilize medical equipment with, is called ethanol. Ethanol is a chemical compound that's created during fermentation when the yeast breaks down the sugar, and it's ethanol that messes around with your brain, lowering your inhibitions, improving your mood, making you feel like you might actually be good at pool. But it's also ethanol that slurs your speech, reduces your motor skills, and makes you cry for no reason at all. Proto-humans probably discovered alcohol by eating rotten fruit on the forest floor as far back as 10 million years ago. When fruit rots, the sugars inside naturally ferment, creating ethanol and giving proto-humans a reason to live. And also a reason to figure out how to make magical rotten fruit on their own. If it is fermentable, we have fermented it and drunk it and started building worlds around it. The Chinese made wine out of grapes and hawthorn fruit and rice out of beer. That doesn't make any sense. Beer out of rice. The ancient Egyptians were also booze nerds, making at least 17 different types of beer and 24 types of wine. And the Indians were at least drunk enough by 400 BC that the Ayurvedic texts describe how alcohol increases the pitta in your dosha. Yeah, I'm up on that Ayurvedic shit. Ancient Greeks used wine to propel philosophical discussions, and Romans used it during battle. Let's just say, humans know them some alcohol. Spirits, or hard alcohol, didn't appear until the Persians perfected distillation in the 9th century. But the hard stuff remained more of a medicinal product until the 17th century, when, in order to raise revenue and get rid of a grain surplus, the British passed an act for the encouraging of the distillation of brandy and spirits from grain and corn, which is the most British way to encourage drinking hard alcohol. This flooded the market with cheap spirits, changing people's drinking habits for good and creating a legendary period of civic drunkenness known as the London gin craze. All of which is to say, humans love alcohol. Always have, always will. Like all drugs, it alters us in ways that makes life more interesting and ourselves more open to it. While sober world creates skyscrapers and timesheets, drunk world creates music and gloriously bad sex. While sober brain goes to work and deals with the mortgage, drunk brain tells stories and gambles away savings. Map any city by its bars and you will map the part that wants life to be more than it is. The part that doesn't want to get up for work, but wants to get on a bike and ride through a fountain. Of course, we can't live that way all of the time, but thanks to booze, we can live that way some of the time. A is for alcohol. Cheers. Definitely could not slam back that much whiskey usually, without nothing, just like, ugh.